afternoon, Netroots Nation. No, I'm sorry. You might have noticed I'm black. It's a culture of call and response. So I'm going to try this one more time. Good afternoon, Netroots Nation. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited to be here this morning for a couple reasons. One, I've been on a train since 3:15 this morning, so I'm happy to be anywhere that's not rolling and rocking. But second, though I have not met most of you and can see almost none of you, I feel like I'm at home. I feel amongst friends where I can, tell the entire truth. And as we say in my hometown of Oakland, where I can keep it 100. Can I keep it 100 with you, Netroots Nation? Okay. And thirdly, I'm most excited about the topic of this discussion. I've spent almost my entire adult life working to bring the issues of race and criminal justice from the periphery to the center of the progressive agenda. And finally, I'm in a room with the people who have the politics, the vision, and the courage to make that happen. And that's all of you, each and every one of you. Give yourselves a hand. So, I'm from the Ella Baker Center for Human Rights. We were founded really to stand up in the face of this breach. During the war on drugs, in the beginning of the war on drugs, neighborhoods in my community became war zones. And in that hot box of violence and despair, drug addicts became treated as criminals. Instead of getting help, people in my own family were shuttled into a criminal justice system that cared nothing about them. And now, 30 years later, the United States has gone from 170,000 people in prison to 2 million people in prison. This affects 1 in 50 US citizens. And when you break it down to actually how many people who are touched by this, probably somebody in your own family. And what we've had is a decoupling of crime and punishment. Who ends up in prison has nothing to do with what the crimes they committed are. The data shows that. The data shows that. But why is this an issue that you care about? And why should this be an issue that you take home and take into your heart and to put on the top of your agenda? Because you've heard that we're in an era of tough choices. We now have to choose. Are we going to educate our young people and our workers, or are we going to lock up my cousin for petty offenses? Those are the choices we're faced with. We have to decide if we're going to continue to persecute somebody with a felony for small infractions once they get out of prison, or we're going to pay for health care for our seniors. These are the choices that our states and local governments are going to be faced with and are faced with now. We spend $174 billion a year in this country from the bottom to the top incarcerating people, mostly for petty, silly things that deserve a slap on the wrist, but that's not what they get. Here's what's worse. Conservatives used to win elections by talking about how they were going to keep black people away from white people, and they were going to do this segregation thing. And they used to call us the N-word. Well, now they don't have to. They call us a felon. And they say they're not going to let the state of Wisconsin become the city of Milwaukee to win an election. There is a hidden narrative of race and crime and punishment that progressives suffer under in this country. And that conservatives use. But I know and I understand that you all get this. That you all understand that we have to have an open, powerful dialogue about the issues of race, punishment, crime, victimization. And I know that you're ready to have it. So I'm going to sit down and let y'all ask y'all questions. I'm so excited to be here. I know that we can make a difference because we already have. We did it nearly 4 years ago, and we're about to do it in less than 6 months. Are you with me? Can we make a difference? So can I end it like this then? This is a chant we came up with locally. It says, books, not bars. Schools, not jails. Say it with me. Books, not bars. What? Schools, not jails. Louder. Books, not bars. Come on. Schools, not jails. Thank you.